Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This show is dedicated to all the fans who are not fans of our city, the Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions.
Welcome to the Not the Lions broadcast. We will be broadcasting to the end of the season about our team.
Man, the blue streak.
We're not going to talk about the Honolulu Blue.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to talk about the NFL. We're not going to talk about the league. We're going to talk about the Lions.
Well, now, see, that still goes a long way. Because we have, like... Well, let's just talk about the Lions.
The Lions are in first place, man. First place.
We're 1-1. So you know what that means.
Did the Lions win the draft? Somebody call in at 868-0342. Somebody call in at 868-0351. Or somebody call in at 868-4336.
Don't be shy now. There's no wrong answer. But then again, there's no right answer.
What do you think about these particular things? Did they win the draft? Are they number one, really? Is the Lions offense on the verge of being the best in the NFL? It has been spoken. I like the coach. Ever since I was a little kid, I had the Lions garbage can. I had the moon boots. I had
the moon boots.
I had the Lions pillowcase. I had the drapes, the bed sheets. I had the Lions coat.
Don't forget about the lunchbox.
And then I was like, wait a minute. I think I was like 12 years old. I was like, we ain't won yet. Why am I buying all this Lions stuff and we're not winning?
You know why?
Why am I a Lions fan and we haven't won since 1957? Who was the quarterback?
Ooh,
Who was the quarterback 37?
Oh, man. I wasn't born yet.
It was Bobby Lane.
Bobby
Lane. Bobby Lane took us to the hierarchy of the whole shebang, the top of the NFL. Bobby Lane took us with no other quarterback has ever taken us. So what they do? They go to Bobby Lane's hometown, to Bobby Lane's high school, to right across the street where Bobby Lane lived, and they get. Who's the last quarterback?
Oh, man.
Who was that quarterback? Who was the last quarterback we had? He was the quarterback for the Rams, I think.
Oh,
What's his name?
Stafford?
They got Matthew Stafford to decontaminate the curse of Bobby Lane.
And he did a good job. He really did.
He did. And it was even 10 years after the curse. But who said the curse was only for 50 years? Bobby Lane never said 50 years.
No, he didn't.
Bobby said, why you trade me? Bobby said, why did you trade me after I give you championships? I'm only 33, 31.
Still was at his prime. Bring him back. He could possibly do anything worse.
You know what?
Really, he could.
I think we could resurrect Bobby Lane on this show right here. If you guys stay tuned in, I guarantee on this show, we will resurrect this Bobby Lane that brought the curse on the Detroit Lions that still exists today.
That'd be something to see. I think we could do it.
Maybe we can help them get to the playoffs. Maybe we can help them become a wild card. Maybe.
What you guys think?
Call in.
Call in. Don't know that number, 313-868-4336. Give us an idea of what you guys think. Can the Lions break the curse? After 50 years, can they actually be a playoff team without Stafford? I think so.
I think you should give him your story. I gave him my story when I was a little kid. Now I'm walking around in the snow with the lion boots on, just lions, and they just kept constantly losing. You tell them something.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you a story. I could tell you the first day I had met Barry Sanders. And it was remarkable because I looked at this guy. I said, wow, this guy is huge. Let me tell you something. These players are a lot bigger in person than they look on TV. And looking at Barry Sanders, I'm like, wow, this guy is really a hefty dude, but got the speed, the strength of a lion. Imagine that. But
I bet he can't fit in them skinny jeans they wear nowadays.
oh, Lord, I hope he don't.
Barry Sanders being bust out of like the Incredible Hulk, looking like Lou Ferrigno.
We even got to talk about Barry. Deion Sanders ain't going to wear him.
Billy Sims. I mean, back in my era, Billy Sims. Male fire superstar. Male fire was the man.
He was the man. Now, everybody have their stories of the Lions. And I already know, you guys, when you call in, you're going to say the same thing, this and that, they let us down. But what if they don't?
Oh, I forgot one thing. When you call in, you have to leave a message and the receptionist gets back to you, because I forgot. We broke. We ain't got nobody to answer the phone, so, we got a receptionist, and she got to get back, because we live. We live right now.
And
so we got to get back to you, and if we can't get back to your question on this particular show, you can either chat to the website, or we can answer your question on the next episode of Not the Lions, which will be next week, coming to you every week until the end of the Lions push for this season. I hope it's not disappointing. It's disappointed me at least for 25 years. I don't even know what to say. How long has the Fords been on the Lions?
Oh, man.
I mean, I drive a Ford. I drive a F-150. I love my Ford. This is Detroit, Michigan. Live. And I drive a F-150 Ford. They got the most money, and it ain't about money. It's about putting it together.
See, you see that? Putting it together. That means a team. It's a team effort. Everything has to be team, not singly, not one. So that's what, you know what? Good morning. I appreciate everybody that tuned in for us on our first show. Our first time. It is a pleasure to be here. I know you guys probably just waking up, maybe going to work, having a break. You could be doing anything, but you still tend this program, which is like he said, we're going to be here to the end of the season. Are the Lions going to make it to the wild card? I'm not going to give him my opinion, not just yet. You may be surprised at what I say. You may not be. But one thing for sure about the Lions, they're always going to have something to be said about them.
I got one more story.
Uh-oh.
And everybody know the story, but this is my particular part of the story. I can't remember how old I was, but I said, I'm going to get the Lions one more chance, one more again. So I go get me a little Lions helmet. I'm on the football team in school.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't on the starting team, but they might let me get in. But I'm just hoping that my Lions is going to make it.
Hey, did you ever put
They didn't win one game. One game the whole season. That was the whole year. They went 0-16.
Wow. I actually remember that like it was yesterday. You remember the paper bags?
Bro.
Hey, did you guys ever go down there and
in
witness
remembrance of the paper
bag?
bags, we're going to wear paper bags on our next show. So make sure you tune in so you can see the unknown fan wearing paper bags throughout the broadcast. giving reference to most of the fans every game that has to wear a paper bag.
A paper bag.
Although they won the last game and they looked really, really good.
But you know this
after season.
You know the saying.
That's the only reason I give this coach good props now, because he was on that 0-16 team. He was on that 0-16 team. Mm-hmm. And he's all stocked and buffed and muscled up, and he looked like he come from the gutter. He got a good football mind. Maybe we can get there.
Maybe.
He don't smoke cigar like Wayne Fonts. I ain't seen him on a golf cart yet.
Not yet. That don't mean it ain't gonna happen.
He can make it to the 50.
Now, see.
I mean, he can actually walk to the 50. Whoa.
That's an athlete. We need more athletes.
We need athlete coaches in the league. Athlete coaches to the league.
Now, again, feel free
athlete
to call
owners to the league.
To let us know how you feel about that.
But that's my opinion.
Because I feel the same way. If we have more athletic in the division itself, within the team, outside the team, I ain't talking about on the field, outside the team, then we may be able to comprehend of what we telling these guys what to do. If you ain't never played the sport, you can't do it. That'd be like me trying to tell the people at KFC, hey, this is how you cook chicken. Knowing I don't know how to cook the chicken, I just know how to eat it. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So, again, for not the Lions fans, because you guys are Lions fans, you just don't know why. You know why? Because the sport is always going to be competitive. And this is what we live for, competition. We cry. Man, we cry. You know how many times I cried when I see the Lions lose just from 1 point, just off a kickoff? Like, you got one job. One. Your leg is the only part of your body that need to be focused on. And you failed.
But let's not forget the historic push of the Lions year after year after year. My favorite quarterbacks, Gary Danielson, Eric Hipple, Kramer, Rodney Peete, even though Scott Mitchell had a better percentage than all of them. I could not believe it.
Facts.
I mean,
facts.
Maybe the point that he was 6'6", he had to reach. But in big games, he wasn't 6'6". In big games, he was 3'6". Where was Scott Mitchell? I just, all the years, all the quarterbacks, all the running backs, the Heisman champions, trophies, and all that other crap. I just don't know how that gauges into successful seasons of more than 7 games for the Lions consecutively over a course of a 10-year decade.
10.
Push. Who did this to them? William Clay Ford acclimated winning. Where did he go wrong in his legacy? Where?
Now, that's just one person. Like I said, this is a team.
It was his dream, his future. He wrote the what we gonna do, the mission. He wrote the mission for the Detroit Lions when he purchased them. I mean, where are we with any of that? Somebody call in, and then after you finish calling in, someone call the Fords and ask them the same question. I mean, I'm just throwing it way out there. So
email them.
We're trying to have
fax them.
Interesting, factual conversations about why the Lions aren't winning, haven't won. It's been 60 years. I mean, championships was brought by this guy, Bobby Lane. Bobby Lane is the biggest champion in Lions history. Everybody need to get up and bow. Thanks for Bobby Lane giving us championships and putting the banners up at Ford Field. Where are you for this man? You don't even know what he looks like. Why? Because they don't even try to get to that level of ferociousness competition. Thank goodness we got this coach to possibly take us somewhere.
I think we got a chance. It's early in the season,
Did
and we
Wayne
already
Fox-
won.
I mean,
one game.
did Wayne Fox take a golf cart to the parking lot, to his car? Did anybody know that? Call a caller, someone call in, 868-4336.
Now, the interesting thing he just said, I don't know how many fans actually been inside Ford Field and look upstairs and look at all the plaques and flags. It's not a whole lot up there, but it is a few names that you may notice. With all those names, we still don't have a championship team. We had the best in our hands. We had Megatron. We had Stafford. The Dominus Sue. Man, we had some key players.
Did we get Sue back?
No.
They didn't get him?
No.
He probably cost too much. Y'all greedy, man. When you make that type of money and you didn't get the championship, you're not close. Why wouldn't you go for the best chance and opportunity to try to get close? Maybe you didn't like living in Detroit, in this area. Maybe that. Because, small market.
Hey, I love Detroit. We're Motor City. Motown.
I don't think it has to be a small market if
No.
the big money invest in broadcasting companies to which we can compete with the East Coast and West Coast. But we're not talking about any of that. We're talking about why the Lions don't win, why we're not fans anymore, why I'm not wearing Detroit Lions gear, why Detroit Lions nothing is in my house, on my car, on my feet, on my children. They don't know nothing about football. You know why? Because of the Lions, man.
This is really this hurts because I love the Lions. Now as a championship team, I love the dedication that the Lions have. Now, I don't wear Lions gear either.
The Lions pushed me to basketball. That's why I'm a Piston fan.
I like the Red Wings. That count.
I like the Red Wings.
I like the Red Wings. Detroit.
I like the Tigers.
I kind of like the Tigers. I like Tigers.
I mean, we go back to the Bless You Boys. Bless You Boys, 1984. Where's Denise Williams? Denise!
She's somewhere. She probably singing in the shower saying Detroit Lions herself.
Hey, somebody tell Alice to call Denise and get her on the show.
Hey, Denise, if you're watching, call us. 313.
No, I got an idea. Let's get all the old quarterbacks on the show. Let's do that. Get Denise to get all the quarterbacks on the show. No, I'm sorry, not Denise. Get Alice to call all the old quarterbacks on the show. Hold on, write it down so I don't forget it because I forget all the time.
Can we do that?
Alice.
How many people would like to see that? I would like to see that. Just to see, let's see who can still throw. Let's see who still got an arm.
Well, I mean, they only got the studio, all right, 5 feet. They probably still got it.
5 feet. I mean, that ain't nothing. I mean, that's pretty much what our current quarterback doing right now.
I mean,
anyway,
we could
right?
put, since it's a football field, like
Right across the road.
you know,
We're just giving them ideas. We're trying to put some stuff
I
together
mean,
here.
but if we get out there like that, we get some, we get some love,
We could do some
I'm
things.
just saying, just get the snowball, get the rolling. This is
The
Detroit,
mind.
Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Anything is possible in the D.
All right, back to the show.
I will not spend money on Detroit merchandise if it has anything to do with the Lions. I would not wear it if it was given to me for free. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I know you would too. Because you got.
I would not go to a Lions game. I would not stand in that line anticipating
2 hours.
the Lions to be my entertainment live for 2 to 3 hours in and out and parking and traffic. Oh, no, not me.
That is.
It is never going to happen.
If y'all never done this before, if you've never been to a game, it is frustrating.
No way. Pay
It is
all my
very
money. And I'm
frustrating.
wearing $300 worth of Lions stuff. Priding along with my family and my friends, and we all got like $3,000 worth of Lions gear on with the banner, tailgating, cookout, the beer.
Hey, wait. Now
the
the
pops,
that's the fun. That's the fun
the
part.
hot dogs,
The hot dogs, the
the
beer,
ribs,
yes,
the
all that-
bratwurst, the wieners.
that is fun. Until you actually get inside the building.
Know what's that little game they throw when they throw the little the ball in the hole, almost like bowling, but you know what I'm saying? I can't
The
remember the name of that.
little bean bag.
Beer pong. I don't quite know,
Tic-tac-toe.
but man, I can't deal with the tailgate,
Hey.
man. It's just too much.
Hey fans, I always wanted to
But
ask
I'm
you
not
guys.
hating on football. But I am hating on football because I'm not a fan because of the Lions. It's just done. I need to talk to somebody. I really think so, man.
It's gonna be okay. Cause you know what?
I think the Lions
We
should
gonna make
arrange.
it.
I think the Lions should arrange for my therapy. Because I had to do this show because it just bothered me so bad. And in life, I can't let it go. I had to do this show.
What you think of other people had to do when they
They
lose?
didn't come up with the show.
They had to go and get by. Bud Light makes the most money because of the Lions. Because when they lose, that's what they want to. Bud Light.
I guess we'll never get Bud Light as a sponsor.
Man, that is crazy.
And
Guys,
call a caller. If you want to sponsor this show, call in to 868-0342 and sponsor this show. If you can sponsor this show because you are mentally disrupted by the Lions' dysfunctional playoff, regular season, preseason play
but so you can't say playoffs.
for years,
They ain't never been in a playoff.
call in and sponsor this show. If you got $5 and you want to sponsor this show, we'll write your name down and we'll have a sponsor list and sponsor this show.
Oh wait a minute.
Because we are sick and tired of being sick and tired of wearing the blue and Honolulu silver crap.
Whew. All right. He said a mouthful. Again, this is my favorite part. When you go down to the stadium, I'm gonna be real serious with you. And you feel deep down in your heart that the Lions is about to lose, and everybody go leave the last 2 quarters, the last 2 minutes of the quarter, and then they get home and they be like, "What? They won? How? When I left, they was losing by 13." Yeah, that does it. That's the breaking point of what we be talking about, where we gave our hands up and said, "The Lions, I'm done." Or the opposite, the Lions up, and then at the last minute,
For me. Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
It's 4th down. The Lions are up 28-21. It's the 4th quarter, 5 minutes to go. You go to the bathroom, you like, yes, my team is up. You go in the kitchen and grab you a beverage. You get back to the living room and you look at your friends and you look at your people and they're depressed. You like, what happened? They screwed it up. That's what happened every time.
every time.
Every time.
Every time. And it's heartbreaking. Again, this is why we said not the Lions.
In the last game, I watched everybody's reaction. Everybody waited till the last minute before they actually let it sink in that the Lions won the game. I'm happy for the coach. I'm happy for the organization that
Good
they
job.
seem to be getting it right this time.
Good job.
But we've been here
We've
before,
been here. And we're going to be here.
over and over. Ever since I was a little kid. I got grandchildren now, and I refuse to let them go down the football Detroit path that I went down. Maybe even the NFL, because it's spoiled in this little market that we call Detroit by this team that we call Detroit for the city of Detroit. When can we move forward?
When we make it to the playoffs?
Someone from the Lions organization you can write the email. You can go to the website. You can call in one of our call-in numbers. We really like to hear from you guys because we're not going to stop. We're going to be here every week dissecting why you're not a contender.
Wow.
They say at this point the Lions are the number one in their conference.
In their division?
In their division. They're number one in their division. To me, it's a typo. I mean, I don't know. It's been so many times. Back when Tommy Kramer took us to the NFC Championship, why did you trade him? I've been wanting to ask. Ever since I was a kid, I've been wanting to ask someone from the organization, why did you trade him? He only wanted $800,000 the next year. You gave Scott Mitchell how many what?
Oh, a whole lot more than
How
that.
fast did you get rid of Andre Ware?
Out of there.
We're about to call it quits for right now because it just.
You guys stay tuned. Look for us next week. Give us a call.
Not the Lions. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good afternoon, good morning, and
Till next time.
till the next time.